Neil Irwin, Member Services Manager here at NICVA. I suppose this morning we had an information session on the Modernisation Fund. Extremely well attended, people queuing out the door, and it's not really a surprise to us. We've been taking a lot of calls since the programme was launched. And really the interest is because the programme is so open. There's so many opportunities for organisations, large and small, to access the funding, from smallish awards of 20,000 upwards, right up to projects of up to $1.5 million.
Hi there, Jack O'Connor from VCU. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes going through the Modernisation Fund capital programme. This is a £15 million programme for the voluntary community sector, and as the name implies, is for capital type projects. The programme will run, it's open now until the 19th of October, and it comprises of three main themes. There's a theme that looks at major type projects, and we're putting £9 million into this scheme, and that's for projects between £300,000 and £1.5 million. And we're looking at development of major infrastructural type projects. We expect to fund about 12 of these projects across Northern Ireland between now and 2010. The second scheme is called the Community Facilities Improvement Scheme, and that's for projects between a value of £100,000 to £300,000. And we're looking here at improving community facilities. It might be some group have a building and it needs a lift, or they want to build a small extension, or they want to improve services. And I'll come back to the aims and objectives of the programme in a wee minute. So, as I say, we're putting £3 million into this scheme, and we expect to fund about 20 projects through that. The third scheme is a small capital grant scheme, and that's for projects with a value between £20,000 and £100,000. And we're putting £3 million into that, and these are for small infrastructural type works, or perhaps buying major equipment. Again, as I say, it's a value of between 20 and 100,000, and we're putting £3 million into that, and we'd expect to fund upwards of 40 projects. There's going to be around 70 projects funded through this £15 million, and we expect about 600, maybe even 700 applications, so it's going to be really, really competitive. But there's going to be good projects being supported, and certainly we would like to hear from anybody who wants to discuss. And if you go through the DSD website, you'll see a link through to our team. The aims of the project are very clear. We're looking to improve partnership and collaboration. We're looking to see organisations how they can modernise by improving and increasing their income, and looking at ways of decreasing their costs so they become more competitive and more efficient. We want to improve people's and the community's access to services. That can be logical in terms of computerisation, or it could be physical in terms of putting a ramp up to your building, or widening your doors, or putting a lift in, things of that nature, like, complying with the disability legislation. We want to help organisations and community organisations and social economy type organisations to build their capacity to deliver services. So you could be talking things like childcare or work with older people. And we're also interested in looking at how groups and organisations tackle obstacles to good relations between and across communities within Northern Ireland. That's a key cornerstone of all activity within our department. And then we're looking particularly in the delivery of services and the provision of facilities in support of disadvantaged young people. Quite a broad remit, as I'm sure you'll agree. Not a lot of money, as I'm sure you'll agree, but there's good opportunity. And as I say, the programme is now open until the 19th of October. Work up your application if you're interested. Give us an email or give us a ring, and we'll talk you through. We can't tell you what to write, but we can perhaps give you advice on what you shouldn't be writing, and we can give that developmental assistance. We'd hope to let people who were unsuccessful know by around Christmas, and then we'll work with the ones, those 70 odd that might be seen as being successful over the early part of next year, with the aim of spending all this money by March 2010. That's a quick overview of the programme. say there's a lot of detail on our website. There's application process and guidelines to the programme. So if you go through to the DSD, that's www.dsdna.gov.uk, you'll see a link to Modernisation Fund. And good luck. All the best.
So we would encourage people to look at the programme because there's a very quick deadline on it in October. But people don't need to have planning permission in place. They don't really need to have fully developed their projects. And I think just to encourage people to look at the criteria and make an application in time to get an opportunity of accessing these funds, which won't be around, possibly won't be around again, certainly for many years. So I would just say if people need advice on it, they can contact us here at NICVA, and we can help them kind of understand the programme and maybe get to know a bit about the background of it and where it's coming from, what it's trying to do generally.